Hey listeners, before we dive into today's raw, no-holds-barred episode of Savaged Unfiltered, where we tackle the tough topics with zero filters and maximum truth, let's give a shout-out to our sponsor, Splenda. Splenda is the ultimate zero-calorie sweetener that delivers all the sweet taste you crave, without any of the guilt. Whether you're stirring it into your morning coffee, baking up a storm, or just keeping things light and delicious, Splenda makes it easy to enjoy sweetness on your terms. It's unfiltered joy in every packet, pure, simple, and satisfying. Head over to Splenda.com to grab some today and sweeten your life without the calories. Now, back to the show, let's get savage.
Savaged Unfiltered. Savage Truth.
We're going to bring back Christmas. Remember, the radical left wanted to get rid of the word Christmas. I said, I don't think that's going to work out. And we did it, and now everybody's saying Merry Christmas again. But just over 1 year ago today, with your help, we saved America. That's what happened. We saved it.
Yeah, well, Trump is, he's doing more than just saving Christmas. He's saving this damn nation from the chaoticness that we know from the radical left. Welcome to today's show, guys. I'm Savaged. Welcome to Savage Unfiltered. We're going to dive deep into, the holiday season coming off of Thanksgiving just a few weeks ago, and then now Christmas next week. I mean, it's literally don't you love that, Sauce? I mean, it's literally, it's like when it happens, and then you love it,
Oh, absolutely. It feels great to be done with finals, by the way, in college. So it feels great to be done with that. It's a big relief. But as a sports person, it also is a great day because the Bears are number 2 in the NFC, and they are number 1 in the NFC North division. So hopefully we can win against the Packers, and I'm very confident because they are going to the Windy City of Chicago.
Boo, boo. They're not going to beat my Patriots. The Patriots are dominating right now in the season. They lost. I'm going to say that, Sauce. They lost the other day.
Yesterday,
yeah,
they lost against so Michael or Savage, please explain this to me. Okay, the strength of schedule. Okay, coming into the game, the Packers were favored to win by double digits based on the strength of schedule and based on just like the overall powerhouses they have. Okay, don't get me wrong. I do not wish injury upon anyone. I do not wish that upon anyone. I'm not cheering for people that are cheering for the injury of Micah Parsons and the injury that happened yesterday against the Packers. I'm not that kind of a person. That's not what my Facebook posts. That's not what my posts are glorifying the injuries. No, I am just Jordan Love had a very piss poor performance as a Packer, but he's been having that kind of a performance throughout the season. But it's the fact that Packers, by having Jordan Love as a QB, he's done underperformed by a yardstick. And I have to say that they can't stop the run game. And the fact that they lost against the Broncos. Now, Broncos are an okay team. I wouldn't say they're a Super Bowl contender team. They're okay. If the AFC Championship were today, give me the Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. To give
what?
Me, or wait, that can't happen. Give me, yeah.
Go back to that, Sauce, again. Yeah. Go back.
If the AFC Championship were today, just how everything kind of configured, I would give the Patriots number 1 as a potential AFC champ in the AFC Championship, and then the second team would potentially be Broncos, or it would be Buffalo Bills, a rematch.
A rematch?
Yeah, for the AFC Championship.
I don't know, man.
You saw how they were yesterday. Don't get me wrong. You saw the arm of. You saw how they couldn't stop the pass game. The Patriots could not stop the pass game whatsoever. And but then you saw how the Patriots, they started strong. Don't get me wrong. They started strong. But how can you give up 21 points in the fourth quarter to give the win to Buffalo Bills? How can you do that when the spread had 13.5-point spread? And then a 76% favorability of Patriots winning? Because the Buffalo Bills, I don't know what's going on with Josh Allen. I truly do not know what's going on with him. But yesterday it was the old Buffalo Bills. It was the old Josh Allen that we're used to. And I'm thinking that with the remaining of their schedule, they could win out 3-0 with the remaining schedule. What are your thoughts?
I don't know, Sauce. I mean, I'm going to be brief about this because I want to talk about the whole Christmas thing real quick, before we bring in, because I have actually the old man and as well as Bob joining us here today. But I want to, I don't know. It's hard. I'm not a big Chicago fan. I know Bob's friend, Miles, out there in the Windy City, loves Chicago. I mean, he's obsessed with the team. He really is. Matter of fact, let me bring him in real quick before we talk about the war on Christmas, and then there's other things I want to discuss. Welcome into the mix, Bob. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, Miles is orange and blue bleeding Bears fan. Yes, for sure.
Miles, how have you been?
I'm good. How are you, Sauce?
Long time no hear from you. So what?
No hear from me. I've been in the same place. I don't know where you've been.
Well, I have been taking finals. It is Christmas came early, I would say.
Apparently you're trying out for a Dr. Seuss book there, holding on to your dandelion there, Horton.
Oh, so what do you think? So what do you think about you saw the beginning of it. What do you think about the Packers, and what do you think about I mean, don't get me wrong about the injuries, but don't like that minus the injuries. What do you think about Jordan Love as a quarterback this season?
I'll be honest with you, Sauce. I don't really follow football. Miles is all about football and loves the Bears with some kind of weird obsession. That borders on kind of sick, to be honest with you.
No, you can't.
So I don't know. I don't know anything about anything. I knew the Bears were doing well only because I talked to him every week. So, but other than that, I have no idea what's going on.
Oh,
so I'm very bad I'm very bad to ask that question to. Michael probably knows more.
Oh, yeah. I know everything about everything. Well, not everything about it. I'm gonna cut my mouth in my own bullshit, so to speak. I was actually, hold on, before we bring in the old man here. I actually was exposed by a radical jackass last night on TikTok. They were literally savaged. You know, you have to own your own game from time to time. We've been watching the show, and no wonder why Joe left. I said, well, Joe left because, I mean, we had to give him a timeout. I mean, bless his heart. Joe is he was calling my friend Sauce a damn cultist. I mean, you can't go on crazy tantrums like that. I mean, the guy had to be put in his corner for a little bit. I love the guy to death, but shit, man. Oh my God. But anyway, I want to bring in the old man. I don't want to keep him smoking his pipe there. Welcome in, old man. How you doing, buddy?
What? Hey, hi everybody.
Maybe the old man knows about football. He might know about football.
Yeah, what do you think about what I stated? Or are you a Bears fan, right?
No. No, I'm not too much into the NFL. I mean, to me, I don't know. The NFL. I'm from the Dick Butkus era. You know, I'm from when football was football and men were men. And I'm not too much into the football nowadays. I mean, I took great joy in seeing the Kansas City Chiefs lose because
no.
Yeah, because
Loverboy finally got put in his place. Loverboy, now they can finally
you know, when Kelsey became a Swiftie, I go, that's it. I'm done. I'm done with the Chiefs. And
Yeah.
I don't really. So now that the Chiefs have lost, I'm not really watching too much NFL.
Before we go any further, I don't know if you met these two individuals. So we'll start off. You have?
No, I haven't.
Okay, let me introduce you to our resident cat from Static Radio, the gentleman there on the main screen here of the show.
How you doing?
This is a longtime podcaster of 20-something plus years, right, Bob?
Yeah.
I mean, you've been in the game for a long time.
Michael, you and I have talked about it, Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
My ears were burning.
Yeah,
God.
buddy. Good
Yeah.
to see you, Bob.
This guy has been in podcasting before it was put on the radar map, so to speak, with his good friend Miles from, the Windy City of Chicago.
Psycho man.
Nice
Hey,
to-
how you doing?
I'm
Old man, how did you get that moniker?
Well, to make the long story short, I was the co-host with my son when he started a podcast, and he goes, "Okay," and I told him, "Don't call me Dad, don't call me Jim, call me the old man." And he goes,
there you
"All
go.
right, if you want." And then
Stop.
I've been the old man since 2019.
I got yelled at, by the way, Bob, from the old man. I actually called him by his birth name, his government name, one time, and he almost flipped a can when I had him on the show. Don't you ever fucking dox me again?
Well, that's all come out in the wash now, so everybody knows.
no.
Yeah, now he kisses my ass every now and then, but you know how that goes.
Well,
You know how that
his name is Tom because he's the old man.
That's right.
It's an acronym.
That's right.
Bob, you're one of the few people that actually got that. Yeah.
That's
Somebody
right.
called me Tom. I think
Gotta be.
one of my first my first co-hosts.
I think it was what the hell is it? Was it Grammy or was it?
No. It
Okay.
was my first one of my first co-hosts, and she got tired of saying the old man, so she just called me Tom.
Yeah.
Is that right?
When I go, "Why are you calling me Tom?" She goes, "The old man."
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It makes sense. It really does. It makes sense. And then obviously we have up here in the upper left-hand corner,
Hey, good to
Sauce.
see you. Sauce.
Good to
Good to
see
see
you.
you, man.
This
Good to
is
see you.
Sauce. We've rescued him from oblivion. Well, so to speak. Sometimes we do.
Well, I'm honored. I am honored to be here with you three gentlemen. You guys are. This is a very humbling time for me to be here with all you guys.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
you guys.
So today we're going to talk about a mixture of things, and then obviously, guys, if you stick around later in the week, we're going to have a bonus drop of I don't want to. Sash, should I do spoilers? I hate doing spoilers on the show. I really do.
What about
man.
teasers?
Teasers.
They're just as worse as spoilers, I think. I don't know.
Hey, it draws people. It draws people to the show. Do the
Yeah.
teasers.
Yeah. Well, later this week, I'm going to talk about my latest run-in with an obsessed DoorDash driver. So you're going to want to check that out. I mean, DoorDash, folks, is meant to help people that are lazy, that don't want to go to the restaurant. It is. So
They're for. Have you seen the new DoorDash commercials for Christmas?
I have not, Bob.
They're the most pathetic thing because it's like they're giving you the impression it's like Christmas Day, and there's a couple of lousy parents who didn't get their child what they anything they asked for. Next thing you know, they're picking up the phone. The DoorDash guy shows up with a bike. But the crazy thing is he's still wearing the backpack for food, that they carry around your food in to keep it warm. And I was just like, what kind of, they're implying that it's Christmas Day and the guy's door dashing a bike to these stupid parents. I was like, this is just pathetic. Don't you think?
Hey.
It's a low budget.
What
budget
happened to
commercial.
the days when you went out early and you fought people to get a good present? The old man knows what I'm talking
gone.
about. He
It's
throws
all
some
gone.
elbows at the Walmart to get a good present every once in a while, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind me smoking my pipe. My wife.
No, smoke away.
My
Smoke away.
wife's gone, and I'm in my studio. So
Wait a minute. Hold on. Your wife is gone? Did she divorce you?
No. She's out on a special assignment.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was getting scared. I thought she had enough of your shit already.
No.
She's like, fuck you. I'm going to find a real man.
She's actually on a mission. See, me and my wife, we call her Grammy, and she's actually on a mission. See, she's got to stay married to me a year longer than my first wife, and we were married 26. So Grammy's got 2 more years to go, so she can be 27, and then she goes, "Now that I beat the record, you're out of here."
Get out of here. Get out of here. Guys, before we continue the show, I gotta give props to these amazing companies. You know I do, guys. Blackout Coffee, especially around the holidays, guys. If you want fresh grinds, if you want deliverance to the core, these guys are your product for the Christmas spirit. Stay free, stay awake, and choose Blackout Coffee. They're not backed by corporate elites like Folgers and Maxwell House. Nothing against Folgers, Maxwell House. I grew up off that shit when I was a kid. Not anymore. I look at my cabinet, nothing but Blackout Coffee. Brutal Awakening, 2A Guns and Gadgets for all my Second Amendment advocates out there. A very, very patriotic company. Guys, by checking them out today, we're going to give you a special code, right? Savage 15, especially to save you around the holidays, right? Because, I mean, the shipping costs are outrageous. Sorry. I mean, Blackout they have, just like any other company, they have to put the freight on the bill. So this promo is going to save you a little bit off of everything. Choose Blackout Coffee and tell John down there in South Florida that Savaged from the Savaged Unfiltered Show sent you. He's going to get a chuckle. Backed by American patriots like John and others. Okay? So thank you very much to John down there in Fort Pierce, Florida, for doing what you're doing and continuing to be committed to the craft of coffee. Delicious coffee, by the way. Anyway, guys, back to the show. So, I want to talk about. I know Sas is like literally gonna like have a meltdown, literally, a radical right meltdown. No, I'm just joking, Sas. Oh. I want to talk a little bit about Christmas, guys. What Christmas means to you, okay? And is it still alive in America? Sas, what do you think, buddy?
Well, with the most recent attacks in Dearborn, Michigan, or in St. Paul and in other cities, it's being overran by Muslims. And so I'm thinking that the concept of Christmas is starting to become eroded, and it's starting to become like washed out with other prominent, like different holidays and stuff, and oversaturated. And I'm thinking that a lot of people it's very sad to see what's going on in our country, and especially how you have President Trump trying to save Christmas and trying to save the meaning of Christmas. But then you have other prominent conservative leaders, and even, of course, we don't have to mention the radicals, which they don't like Christmas. They don't like the word Christmas at all. They're trying to twist the meaning, and they're trying to change it. They're trying to change it to like make it more of secular and make it more friendly. And it's like, no. That's not how that goes. Christmas is meant for family time. It is meant for us gathering around, putting our political differences aside, and coming together just for one day at least, or 2 days, Christmas Eve and Christmas.
They won't even give 1 day, Sas. I was in TikTok or on TikTok last night on a couple panels, like 2 or 3 panels. And I love going into different panels and, seeing the vibe, so to speak, of, how the holiday is engaging with certain individuals. And they can't even give 1 day, right? Not 2, guys. I know I have 2 fingers up, but I'm using, somewhat of savage quotations, my own quotations. I don't do this. I do this. So they can't even do, they can't even do 1 day, guys. 1 day without arguing about some type of stupid narrative or rhetoric to destroy the damn holiday. I mean, literally, it's like I brought up, holiday traditions with family members of mine of how we would, celebrate Christmas. We would watch old movies like The Christmas Story or It's a Wonderful Life, or the Benny Hill holiday special. I mean those were funny, guys, but they were basically saying, "Oh, no. We can't have that. We can't have this is absurd. Like, what's going on over there in your neck of the woods, Jim?" Or old man. I'm sorry. See, I did it again. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'll tell you what's going on over in my neck of the woods. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. Portland put up their annual Christmas tree, but they're not calling it a Christmas tree. They put it up, and there's a sign there that says "The Tree."
What?
Come on. Yeah.
The
they had
tree.
a sign there that said "The Tree." Yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, first off, Christmas. The day that our Christ the Savior was born. That's what it's symbolic of. Let's just say it right. That's what it is. And that'll make people's minds blow right away. But that's what Christmas is. It's just like Easter. What's Easter? The day of the resurrection, the day that Christ rose. Get that right out of the way. That's basically what it is.
So all the Carls and Karens out there, they're saying, no, Easter is about a stupid bunny that delivers presents and prizes to children. Come on.
Yeah, so Christmas, anyway. Yeah, it's totally, they've just washed it. They washed it down. It's not like it used to be. Like you said, it was a time for family get together. You get together and you enjoy each other's company. You have fun. You celebrate, togetherness and none of this other stuff. And I'm, right. But see, it's just right now. It's just me and Grammy. Because my kids are in their 50s. Our grandkids are in their 20s. And so
I forget your age that you have children in your 50s. I'm thinking like maybe 20s or 30s. The old man is an old dude. I mean, literally, that's why he calls him the old man.
I'm 72. But
God bless you.
So it's me and Grammy, and we just we just say, hey, Merry Christmas, and we just move on, and
Yeah. Well, I before I ask, we'll go back to Sauce though. But before I go to Bob, the last time I asked Bob about a holiday and his views on it, he'd rather have a $25 gift card than a damn Thanksgiving turkey.
That's true. I think I did say that. You're right.
Yeah, I agree with Bob. Yeah.
What do I'll go to Five Guys, have Thanksgiving. That'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, holidays just aren't like what they used to be anymore. I mean, I grew up when holidays were holidays, and we celebrated stuff.
When the hell was that? Was that not in the 1950s when actually Christmas was existed in America?
As a matter of fact, it was. Yeah, I mean, we had the Christmas trees, we had lights, we had caroling. Me and Grammy were talking about this the other day. We had caroling. People would go around and carol in the neighborhoods. They'd pull up they'd come to your front door. They'd sing some Christmas songs. You'd open the door. Hey, you'd join in. You'd give them some hot cocoa or some, some apple cider.
That's right.
Something, you join in and maybe give them a little money to tip them, and then they move down the neighborhood and sing along.
Well, now when carolers, right, if they're still around, if they do knock on your door, the old grandma and the old man are coming out with a gun saying, Get away!
We got guns in our hands here. Who are you? What do you want? No.
That's right.
No, so the holidays aren't like what they used to.
So Sauce, tell us what's going on up there in woke Wisconsin, buddy.
Well, what's going on up here is that they put up their satanic they put up a satanic like shrine or whatever you want to call it, the state capitol. And for example, they have one of the universities is actually going bankrupt, Oshkosh University, because they did a special for a pageantry of transgender for Christmas pageantry. So it's like
what?
So it's like the story of Jesus, but they're transgender, and it's how Jesus converted from being a male to a woman, and how then ICE came in, and how he's all zip tied, and that's one of the churches that actually is in Wisconsin.
I know Miles up there in Chicago would love doing that. He would poke at the people. He would like, you're not a person. You're a fucking crazy lunatic.
You're gonna have to mute me. You're gonna have to mute me, Mike, when you start talking about stuff like that, because I'll go off the handle.
Oh, it's all right. Go off the damn handles. I don't give a shit.
But like, it's really sad. It's really sad to see how like we have more and more like people in Wisconsin are drifting away from Christmas and the concept of Christmas, and they become more of like, oh, well, we gotta do what is right, and not only do what is right, but we have to be equitable. We have to be showing equality, and so it's just very sad.
Can you see a transgender on the next Christmas Hallmark cards in Walmart?
Oh, easily.
They may have.
The problem is
for a buck. What do you got? You know anything?
I think the problem is because we as a nation, we're founded on Christian beliefs and that kind of stuff. I think the problem is we've as a nation we've turned our back on God.
Oh, shit. I just got a strike on YouTube for that. Damn it. Sorry. I love the LGBTQ plus community. Love you. Sorry.
Mentally ill, they're mentally ill people.
What do we have to say on TikTok that when we screw up? I love TikTok Shop. It's great. It's a great thing, right? I mean, literally, we have to we got to cater to these crazy fucking people.
I love China.
Crazy.
I love China.
That's right.
That's another thing that ticks me off is that you can't voice your personal opinions without getting blocked and all that. See, I don't care now. I can say what I want because Michael, I know you're the one that's going to get blocked, and that's
I get blocked all the time from people.
Knock you right off of this thing.
You know, I got blocked from Candace Owens on X. She literally blocked me.
I don't understand.
Well, speaking of her, she's meeting with Erica Kirk today.
I know. I've seen that privately.
Supposedly privately. I wonder.
It is privately. There's no cameras. They don't want cameras on them.
Yeah, I don't know. That whole thing is.
The old man is 2 for 2 over there with his pipe, but again, it's us.
Well, it's interesting. I'm
trying to calm myself down.
I had someone ask me what my thoughts were after church and stuff about what's going on with Erica Kirk and Candace Owen and Charlie Kirk, and I would have to say this. There is something mentally wrong with Candace Owens.
There is. She's a fucking lunatic.
She's probably a liberal in wolf's clothing. And now
Sauce, before you continue, she's like an old ex-girlfriend that just never stops.
She's like your herpes.
They won't leave you alone.
They won't leave you alone.
It always comes back.
Yeah. Check out that episode with me, Sauce, and Bob here. Old man, you have to look at this episode. Sauce had a date with a woman that had gonorrhea. Literally, I mean, I thought he was making this up. It's disgusting.
Really?
Only in Atlanta, Georgia, that would happen. Only in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Atlanta girls at his finest.
He picked her up in Atlanta, and they drove 2 hours to Athens. Okay, and I mean, literally, like, drove each other crazy. And all he spent on her was what, like $15 for cheap calamari or some type of sushi.
$45. No, $90 on stupid calamari, and there's a glass of tap water from the sink.
That's it.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Only from Atlanta that would happen.
Have you heard from that?
Have you had a date since then, Sauce?
Huh?
Have you gone out with anybody else since then?
I did.
Okay, just checking. I wasn't sure.
No, I did, but it did not work out very well because she.
Oh my God! Were you cheap again? Were you cheaping out on everything?
No, she ended up being liberal, and she ended up sleeping with another man. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to tolerate.
Oh my
that.
God!
Yeah,
were you exclusive or no?
Well, she lied actually.
Oh, okay. She said she didn't, and she did, or.
Well, she lied. She lied to me about saying that it was her brother. And I saw a picture of her.
Slept with her brother? Holy moly.
Supposedly.
What are you getting into?
Sauce gets into the most like craziest women ever. I mean, literally. Okay. I mean, Sauce, I am grateful that you have not, obtained some type of STD from this woman.
Yeah, really.
Well,
hey, Michael,
I do test monthly.
Present.
Hey, Michael.
I do test monthly thanks to the VA.
What?
Okay.
Michael, if I would say something more about Christmas, a little bit more about Christmas. Remember,
Yeah, sure.
when I was
Let's change the
kid,
tides a little bit from Sas's Gondoria date, but go ahead.
when I was a kid, and when my kids were kids, we had Christmas plays in school. We had the nativity scene. We had kids, doing a live nativity scene. We had the kids choir in school singing Christmas songs. We did we had a Christmas pageant that we did. You don't have any of that anymore.
No, now you have all this woke garbage that just doesn't want to go away. It's like a cockroach. You just can't kill it. Just comes and comes and comes. It's crazy.
That ticks me off too, because see, they're telling me my beliefs and what I think in my life. They're saying, no, you need to swallow that and put that all away and do what I want.
Yeah,
he's flipping everybody off in case you didn't see it there.
No, I see. No.
I mean on the audio. If you couldn't hear that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot.
That's right. For all the audio viewers out there, yeah. He's doing audio vocabulary of verbiage.
That's right. I'm doing what was it? Audio assist.
Yeah.
And the old man flipped everyone off.
Yeah, I'm not used to this video stuff.
Sometimes I have to mute you. I'm not censoring you at all, Sauce, but you have to get rid of that cheap fucking Radio Shack microphone you have there.
Yeah, that's what everybody's using these days.
Yeah,
everybody's got one of those. Haven't you seen?
Sauce, I'll send you a better microphone.
With those
I like Bob's
now.
mic right there. I like that.
Yeah. That's an old one there. This is
well,
old.
Bob, didn't you
mic.
go on a couple dates though? Like, didn't you go on a date with a girl or no?
He's married. That was like 20 years ago before he got married to his wife.
I thought you were going to ask Michael that question. That was not me.
He's married. Did you not remember?
I thought Bob was single. That's
no. I'm married long time.
He's married. He has children. He's not Al Bundy, but he's married with children.
He's a domestic cat, not an alley cat.
I'm very domesticated. That's
not an alley cat.
Well, anyway, guys, I want to show you this video here, kind of going back to topic here before we kind of close this out with this episode. Christmas is back, guys, and you're going to love this, guys. Check this out.
All gas, no brakes on the Savaged Unfiltered Show.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. It is beautiful, not too cold. There's no wind. We don't have to wear hats or anything. This is a special time, and Melania and I are thrilled to wish everyone here tonight and Americans all across this land a very, very Merry Christmas. So is everybody ready to light the beautiful Christmas?
Yeah. Yeah. Are they ready to light the Christmas tree? And did you notice, guys, before we kind of get some comments here from the guys on the panelists here on the show. So did you notice when Donald Trump was saying there's no wind? I love how Melania always second guesses him, and she's looking and she's like, Donald, you're right, baby. There's not a wind. And then Tiffany, she's bopping, right? Yeah. Tiffany Trump, she's like doing her little bop. It's great. I love the Trump family.
Hey, isn't there anyone more beautiful than Melania Trump?
Oh, she's gorgeous. I hope if I ever get married again, I have a wife like that.
How the magazine like Vogue, how those nimrods over there can shaft her like that? I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
They would rather shaft what's her Dylan Mulvaney. They rather put Dylan Mulvaney as the most attractive. Well, hey, what about Sydney Sweeney, though?
Ooh.
Oh, boy. If she were to ask me on a date, I would drop everything. And
Sash, you wouldn't know what to do with that woman, really, man. You would be like, you would be like Harry Palmer, man, with your hands. You would be like, oh, if they're sweating so much, I don't know what to do.
I think that she is the modern day Marilyn Monroe. I really do.
Sweeney, really?
Yeah.
You think so?
I grew up with Marilyn Monroe in the movies and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she died, that kind of disappeared. And I think when I saw Sydney Sweeney, I thought, there's the modern day version of Marilyn Monroe right there.
No.
I think so, yeah.
Could be.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see in about 10 years.
Well, I mean, because she's gorgeous, and she's a model, and she does act.
Hey,
And
what about the hood rat there from Texas there, Crockett? What about Jasmine Crockett? You think she's attractive looking?
Oh,
I mean,
God.
she is pretty, but I mean, take off the 9-foot long eyelashes and
You
take
think
off
she's
the
pretty?
wig. Take off the wig.
Those
and all that.
eyelashes, they stick out. They're like fucking. They're like headlights, man. They come out like this far.
Take off the wig and all that, and then you just got your normal person.
I think Sauce is looking up Sydney Sweeney's pictures because he's looking at his lips up
Look at
there.
that smile on his face. Yeah, baby.
He's up
Sauce-
there. He's up there with his tongue hanging out, looking at.
Look
you
at
can see
man.
his
He's
eyes
like
darting around.
he's like a puppy dog. He's like,
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
okay.
Well, I know what I'm doing after this show's over. That's what.
Sauce, you better get out the olive soap there. No, I'm just joking.
Oh my goodness.
No, I do think Sydney Sweeney is cute. I do think she's.
Time for another shower. That's what Sauce is saying.
That's right.
I should shower 3 times a day.
Crockett needs to be. She needs to be slapped. I mean, I can't stand listening to her talk. You know, I just can't. I mean, there's nothing. She offers nothing of value. Nothing. It's
Well,
just
she's like the black version of AOC. I mean, truly.
exactly.
You know,
exactly.
I thought Ilmar was.
No, she's the Middle Eastern version of AOC.
She's the Islamic terrorist version
That's right.
of.
Oh,
We got
yeah.
a whole beauty pageants worth of other people there. So this
She'll
is
do
the
anything to
Mexican
stay in
version.
this country.
This is the Syrian version.
I'm surprised that she hasn't blocked me because I'm always calling her an Islamic terrorist. You're
No.
just an Islamic terrorist.
No, she'll do anything to stay in this country. I mean, for God's sake, she married her brother. I mean, how disgusting is that? I mean,
Sauce, did you date her?
I would never date her. Not in a heartbeat.
Checking.
She, if it were to come
Joe
down,
right to her brother.
well, if it came down to like the women in Congress and stuff, I wouldn't even touch Marjorie Taylor Greene. I would not even. I have pictures with her, and I regret taking pictures with her.
you do.
I
You do,
regret-
Sauce.
I do.
Sauce has pictures of shaking her hand and conversing with Marjorie Taylor Greene, and then she sold out. And Sauce is
Who
like, nope.
bought her off? Who put money in her bank account?
Michael
Yeah.
Wolff. Michael Wolff did.
Totally disappointed in her.
Michael Wolff did. That's who bought her out. Michael Wolff, and now you see how she's going on The View, and she's going like a poor sob story, and it's like, no, cry me a river.
You know what she is? She's the perfect example of a person somewhat normal that goes into politics with a vision, and then they get bought off, and the next thing you know, they're just like any other politician.
Liz Cheney.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah, she's like your Liz Cheney.
So guys, man, you're all over the place. It's hard to keep up with you. But no, I want to talk about this. This basically. Up there we go. I always go into mirror image. I'm sorry, guys.
that's fine.
But no. President Trump's efforts are literally saving Americans. $180 billion, so to speak. $180 billion. But the left doesn't want to talk about it. The tariffs are bad. Well, guys, I hate to correct you guys, but tariffs were actually beneficial in this country before the first 2 world wars, before we had taxation on Americans. We weren't paying a damn dime in taxes. But yet alone, they don't want to bring that up.
Michael,
Sauce-
didn't wasn't there something that came out that said that the deficit has been cut by, I don't know, 20% or something since Trump took over? Haven't we taken a big chunk out of the deficit with Trump?
Yeah, we have. We have. I mean, we took out, it was like 1 point. I think it's actually more now, but the last report I read was like 1.7 trillion.
Yeah.
I think we're up to like almost like 2.5 now. Yeah. Yes. Sauce can give you more insights on that, Sauce. Go ahead, bud.
So with what, like the tariffs, or with what's going on with that? What do you mean?
I don't know, Sauce. Have you been paying attention to the entire fucking thing I just
He's looking at Sydney Sweeney pictures.
Yeah, he's still looking at Sydney Sweeney.
no, I think
Oh.
so. In all realistic, I'm thinking that the tariffs are working, And I'm thinking that the only way that this could mess up is, again, I cannot reiterate this. Since when did we elect judges, federal judges, that can undermine, and that's been the whole terrorist conversation that's in the Supreme Court, which I hope that they rule in President Trump's favor. And why is the District of Columbia or California or even New York City, why are those three appellate courts deciding per executive order, and why are they being challenged? I To me that is flabbergasting, and how they
It is.
cannot see the benefits. And there's a reason why he's setting the tariffs. There's a reason, because fentanyl is ravaging this country. Fentanyl, and you have human trafficking that is plaguing the state of Wisconsin, and you have just absolutely horrible things that is going on by drug cartels and drug mules. And so the fact that these tariffs, they mean more than just getting money in by holding people accountable. They're saying, no, 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 no. Enough is enough. We're going to protect the next generation of kids from not getting fentanyl and from not getting the laced heroin or laced CBD or gummies, whatever you want to say, at a cheap rate. We don't want that. We want what is good for this country. And what you guys are doing, what China is doing with setting like cheap products of AI, but it's transferring all the information to back to their headquarters, is horrible. So, and then the fact that you have Joesberg, that judge out of Washington D.C., he should be impeached. He should be impeached and removed from office. He has
Where-
challenged.
Who do these judges think they are? I mean, they think they run the country. I'm so disappointed in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court should just come out at the very beginning and said, "You circuit court judges have no say in this whatsoever. Shut the fuck up."
Well, Justice Roberts doesn't have enough balls to challenge Joesberg or the appellate courts, and neither Kavanaugh is. Kavanaugh is also disappointing of a judge. Kavanaugh, and then yeah, those two, Justice Roberts and Kavanaugh, are like, they're a big disappointment and stuff, and they're kind of regrettable because they should know better. But I don't know you have to figure out who's paying their bills. And Amy Coney Barrett, since what is she doing?
Yeah.
What water is she drinking? Just say she can put the clamps down on the district judge of Joesburg, because that's the part that she resides in. That's the part that she oversees, is Joesburg and the New York City. She's in charge of that area of the country. I would say, as a Supreme Court justice, no. Enough is enough. Just stop the garbage. And no, you guys are going to stick to actual problems. You guys are going to start doing your jobs that you were appointed to, which is stop terrorism, cleaning up the justice system, instead of just having people being released out of prison because the jails are too full, or that they're just so backlogged that you get criminals that are set free. And then now you have what happened in Chicago. You have what happened in east side of Madison, where an innocent police officer was shot, and because the justice system is so backlogged. And then you also have that idiot that killed both of his parents in Wisconsin now, that's getting news. And now
you're talking about the Reiner family. That's are you talking about the Reiner family, Sauce? If I want to make sure I'm staying on track.
No, this is in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yep. You have that girl, that Slender Man, okay, that escaped the prison system. And you know what the Milwaukee court said? Oh, well, we can't put her in this facility because we're over cramped, and it would take forever for us to go through her case now. But so what they're doing is that they just let her back on release, or like.
Sauce, I have a solution for this that would solve everything. Here's a simple rebuttal, guys, and I know I'm going to piss off the leftists on YouTube and possibly TikTok. Here's something, guys. We're saying Merry Christmas again.
Yeah.
I know it's going to piss people off. I know it is. Oh, my God. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go on a rabbit hole, but that's...
But Sauce, let me ask you a question. I mean, where are these other, these conservative judges? Where are these conservative judges? Why aren't they coming out and saying, no, you're wrong? You can't stop that. You can't stop. Where are these other judges? I don't understand.
Well, I'm thinking a lot of these judges, okay, if you look at a lot of these judges, they're minor judges, that they don't have very much power and they don't have very much control. And so who's going to listen to a small, like, circuit court judge? Who's going to listen to Brad Schimming, who's now the circuit court for Eastern Wisconsin? Who's going to listen to him? No one is, because he doesn't have that much of weight on him, or he doesn't have that much of a say. And another thing is, you also have to look at who is also paying for their, like, you also have to look at the man himself, satanic Soros, like his brother Alex Soros and George Soros himself. At the end of the day, who put them in there? George Soros did. Who paid for their campaigns? George Soros did. So of course you're not gonna hear any of the conservative judges, because George Soros owns the courts and he owns, like, the DAs. So it comes down to the money that they get, and follow the money, and then follow Satan himself.
Yeah, guys. As we close up here, we're
Merry
losing.
Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody. We're losing time on the show, guys. I wanna plug this in real quick. Starting this January, guys, we're gonna be starting our Stomping Grounds tour. It's gonna start next year in January 2026. With my good friend from New Jersey, Gen X Robert. So hat tip to Gen X Robert. Love you, buddy. Known this guy for years. He is a diehard conservative from Jersey, which is very rare. There's not so many conservatives in New Jersey. So check us out this January, guys. It will be actually January 25th. Okay. And we're setting up a special set in the comforts of an Airbnb I actually rented. Yeah, guys. I'm too cheap to rent a fucking studio somewhere in New Jersey. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, Bob. Yeah. You got to check it out.
You always get the best Airbnbs. I don't know how you do it.
I like Bob's studio. Bob's studio is nice.
Yeah, it could be anything I want. That's correct.
It's all animated. That's the secret.
All digital, yeah. Digital studio.
Yeah.
You always get the best Airbnbs, and I'm like, how do you get these things? You must
I know
have,
the
like,
deals.
insider knowledge or something.
Hey, you want a cabin? You want the very same cabin that Mel Gibson rented off of Daddy's Home too? I can get you that. It's on Airbnb.
Well, get out town. You know the insider right there. I just read a book about Airbnb.
Hey, Mike.
Really?
Hey, Michael.
You did.
Michael, would you let me do something right here? Would you let me let me plug my podcast?
Well, we can't see it. What the hell are we looking at?
Look over here.
Oh, okay. It looks like a ghost face.
The Old Man's Podcast.
I know, but the neon lighting is like warping the words.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Why do you have me come on this crap show anyway?
Hey.
Hey, you keep saying you're ready to close the show down, and I'm thinking, what? You only had me come on for 10 minutes?
No. We're closing this episode out, and I'm going into actually a Savaged 10, which is a short little 10-minute episode.
I was kind of upset at you because you never asked me come on the show anymore. I mean, you just never have me, and I'm
sorry.
I'm thinking, what did I do to make Michael mad?
Merry Christmas, Michael. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Michael. I mean, I'm trying to be like your old guy Joe with my hands and everything, trying to get in.
Yell. You're gonna start yelling at everybody.
Got a mustache hair out of the way here.
Joe is blacklisted for now on Savaged Unfiltered.
Well, you can have me on anytime. I feel good. I got a lot of stuff off my chest.
That's good. That's good. So I want to 1 minute or less, guys. I want to go around the panel here and basically say this question: what does Christmas mean to you? I'm going to start off with Sauce, and then we'll go to the old man, and then Bob, and then eventually I'll go last. I'm not selfish, guys. I'll go last, but let's go to Sauce. Go ahead, Sauce.
So, what Christmas means to me, I'll say this when I'm at school, is it means gathering around with our families and just saying what we're thankful for, and just remembering that Jesus is born on Christmas Day so that we can have everlasting life when we pass away. And it's just making memories and spending time, because the time is where it surpasses all understanding and surpasses all gift giving. and it's a time with family and time to put all our differences aside so that we can just enjoy life. And that's what Christmas means to me. And also looking at Sydney Sweeney.
That's a
Merry
new Christmas
Christmas.
tradition. I gotta put Sydney Sweeney on the tree.
Yeah,
There
we
you
should have her in a pit. We should have a picture of her in the corner someplace.
go.
We should.
Mm.
Anyway,
There's some rude comment in all of this. I have a feeling.
I'm sure it's going to attract some type of crazy individual off these panels here.
Well, it's like Elf on the Shelf. Sweeney on my. All right, go ahead. Next.
On my nightstand.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So we'll go to the old man. Old man, what does it mean to you?
John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, and that whoever believe on him shall be saved. I mean, that's the basis of Christmas. We need to not forget that. We need to get back to that. And I think that would solve. If we need to get God back in our lives, we need to get God moving again and doing things, doing things in our lives. And plus, it's a time to put everything, all the conflict down. Lay it all down. I mean, we've got too many people running around mad. We got too many people running around upset. We got mental conditions going on, people in depression and that. Well, you need to put your eyes on the reason for the season and turn to God and try to get your life back together. I mean, let God help you. Let God help you. And we as followers of Christ, we need to extend that hand and say, hey, you're not in this by yourself, man. And we can help you. And let's get back to being human to humans,
That's right. You hear that, leftist America and crazy people out there? God, this could be a life lesson that could save you for the rest of your life. So I'm going to go to Bob. We might get a different response from Bob, but I'm just giving you a pre-warning. But go ahead, Bob.
You'll be surprised, Michael, a little bit. So, yeah, I totally agree with the family time and all of that for sure. Definitely. I think it's a time because it comes towards the end of the calendar year. And so it's a time to kind of take stock. And so really, I think commercialization of Christmas has gone, way, way overboard. But it really should be a time you're giving. You're not buying things to get things, right? You're buying things to give things. And I think that's the whole point is what people forget is, and it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be, the latest and greatest or what have you. It's to give. And so to reflect upon the year and say, what can I give back? Because at this point in time, my year's been pretty good and I need to do something to give back. Now, a lot of times you give back just to your family, but you can also give back because it's also a good time for charity, right? So that's why you have the kettle, the bell ringers with the kettles and all that good kind of stuff out at the places and so forth. But to really think about reflect upon the year and say, I've had it pretty good. Now, what can I do for somebody else to make sure that their year is going to be good as well? And I think that's what, it all comes down to, right? Is you have to really dig deep and reflect and then not be jealous, not hate everybody, not worry about what other people are doing or what other people have. But, hey, it's been great for me. How can I make it great for somebody else that I care about? Or even people I don't care about, for that matter.
Good things. Good things. And I think Sauce was trying to show you something here. Sauce, what the hell are you showing us?
He's got his pants on, doesn't he? Oh, good.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Will you stop it? I'm going to give you a life-size blow-up doll of Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, my God. Don't do that. Please do not do that. Don't encourage, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's his Christmas present this year. I don't know. But do you have roommate Sauce? Because it could be problematic.
Do you have roommate Sauce? Real quick, because I want to go into my answer and close it.
I do have a lot of roommates.
Yeah, and they don't want to hear a lot of squeaking, so maybe not so much, Michael. Maybe just pictures.
Other than that, guys, I'm going to be a little different from everyone. Not because I want to be, but my aspect of Christmas may shock you in that aspect, but it's just how I feel. I think the true meaning of Christmas um, should not only just honor the history and the story of what Christmas is about through Christianity and Jesus and how that meant to a lot of people there in Israel, but it should be looked as a world scenario. Meaning, yes, I agree with all you guys. We should focus on family time and less narratives. I want to I want to steal a book, a playbook off, some good friends there in Hollywood. Okay, I mentioned Mel Gibson. I have had a director on the show that actually produced the movie with Mel Gibson out in France. Okay. And there's a word, or excuse me, there's a part that Mel Gibson says in the movie of Daddy's Home 2. We need to stop harboring narratives and thoughts in America, not just with Christmas, but just as a whole, because I truly believe that the harboring is destroying our culture in this country, literally to its core. So less harboring and more uniting. Can we do that, folks? It's not very hard. I don't have a lot of demands right now that people would want out of Christmas, but that's just one little small, maybe if you want to look as a demand or a response, less harboring, guys, more uniting.
I agree.
I think we need to, come together as a nation in that. And that's my insights on that. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I want to give a shout out to basically everyone was on the channel. I mean, thank you very much to my good friend Sauce up there, Bob down on the lower left, known as Bob Lament from his show Static Radio. You guys can catch him anywhere a podcast is heard. The longest running podcast show, not just as a plug, but literally, I mean, it's true. I mean, he's been on the air for 23 something years, I believe, going on 24 years with his good friend Miles out there. And you guys got to check him out. Some funny comedy. If you're into comedy, if you're into roasting, if you're into just dark humor, his show is up your alley. And then I want to say thank you to the old man known as Jim. Sorry.
Thank you.
Anyway, check him out on the Old Man's podcast, available anywhere a podcast is heard. Really, really funny stuff with him and Grammy and the rest of the crew over there on Podbean. You're a Podbean.
That's the base.
Yeah.
That's the base Podbean. Yeah, but we're on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, all of where you find your podcast, you find us. The Old Man's podcast.
Yeah, that's right. And then Sauce, I have a quick question for you, please. And then I promise we got to make time for a quick little bonus episode, 10 minutes or less. But no, not you, 10 minutes or less. Because if I say that, I will regret saying that because Sauce will go on for another 30 minutes. But anyway, Sauce, I know you're not doing your podcast, but are you planning on bringing that back, buddy?
So I am planning on bringing that back, but it's the fact that I've just been so bogged down and so busy. So it's in the works. I'm trying to do my work. I'm trying to figure out like how to rebrand, what to talk about. So it is definitely, I just need to find a good like podcast platform, and I need to find good, I have to do my homework on it and figure out like how can I podcast, but without spending too much money on it. But it's got some work. We got some things in line. We got a new rebranding to work on. So, but as of right now, my focus is on my social media, on my TikTok, and on my X account. That's my focal point. It's just on that front is the social media push.
Gotcha, Sauce. Sauce is distracted. I put up a graphic here for one of our new hoodies here, and I'm sure he didn't even see this. He was looking at her when we were in green screen This is my good friend Kylie O'Brien. She's basically has a song out there on our Savaged Army label, which you can catch our music on Spotify or anywhere music is heard through Savaged Army. The song is called Cannon's Damn Mind, and she goes into the whole rabbit hole on a conservative note through her music. So thank you very much, Kylie. Appreciate the hell out of you. I know Sauces was drooling over her and, doing the whole, licking the muscles from Grown-Ups there with Rob Schneider. Weren't you, Sauce? Yeah.
Yeah, look at that face. He's a happy camper right now.
Well, I do love the shirt, by the way. I love the sweatshirt. I love the sweatshirt, and I think it's very cool. So if I, as a great Christmas gift, go on Savaged Unfiltered, buy quick Christmas gift.
Sauce, you're screwing up my fucking plugs. Don't.
Oh, I am? Okay. Go on Cindy Sweeney's OnlyFans and subscribe to her. Is that better?
You just lost about 30,000 of my followers. It's okay.
Hey, I'd like to invite Sauce and Bob and Mike. You always have a standing invitation to. You got something coming up. You want to, you're looking for a way to get the word out. By all means, please. You have a standing invitation to come to the Old Man's Podcast. We go live every Monday morning, 7 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Eastern. Come in, jump up on the panel, and tell us what's going on, and let us help get your stuff promoted.
Would you? Okay, yeah, sure. I'll jump on Podbean, but also, would you be willing to have the humorous outtakes of two Midwesterns known as Bob and Miles on your show?
I'd love to have them on. I will say this, that, in all honesty, that my show is anti-anger, anti-hate. We're a clean podcast. I patterned my podcast. I patterned my podcast after the AM talk shows that used to be on AM radio.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, but I mean, just come in.
I can do clean. That's no problem. Yeah. I don't have to fucking cuss every fucking minute of the fucking day.
You might hold on. You might need a bleeper on him because.
Well, I don't cuss on it, but I look forward to coming on doing fucking shows like this so I can get it out.
Well, old man, you will be hearing, and I'm going to give you a pre-warning here for Miles. You will be hearing urination sounds in the background, possibly some shitting, farting, and you will also hear Bob reminding Miles to basically zap off his skin tags, for God's sakes.
Oh God, yes, it's disgusting.
I mean, they're all over the place. They look like, he looks like a fucking wildebeest, for God's sakes. Anyways. Well, where did Sauce, you're still welcome. We're gonna do this 10-minute show. I know that was cue to shut up, but it's okay. Sauce left, but it's okay. Anyway, guys. Yeah. Anyway.
He had business to take care of from earlier that he was
him and his little picture of.
Yeah, it's thumbnail of Sydney Sweeney.
I want to think that he was going over to the the jacking off scenario, but it's okay. Yeah. Anyway, guys, check us out, guys. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, but this week only, guys, because of the holiday season. We're only going to have a show on our audio formats, which is our flagship program on Spotify or iHeart or anywhere you hear a podcast. This Tuesday, and then we have our Savage 10 on this Friday. Only 2 episodes this week.
I got something for Sauce. Okay.
That's right. Sauce left. But anyway, guys.
On aisle 1.
That's right. Clean up.
This had been a Truth Productions media episode. Thank you for listening.